guys, welcome back to another Jurassic World Alive video. So, today we're gonna go over the event schedule for this week, which is actually pretty interesting, I'd have to say. You know, after what was not so overwhelming of a week, I'd have to say, with the stun week and stuff, right? So I actually got, you know, some pretty interesting stuff coming up. So anyways, let's go over it. So for next week's themes, we got armor and counterattack. The armor being the featured dinos, and then the counterattack being the strike event incubators. So yeah, let's go over the schedule. So for Monday to Wednesday, we got 48 attempts on 4 commons. Anky Gen 2, Eupocephalus, Brontotherium, and Skullsaurus. I mean, all 4 of these, it's kind of weird. Here's the thing, Brontotherium is probably the best one you want to go for, just because like Anky Gen 2's hybrids kind of suck. You got what? Ankylodon? How many L's are in there? Anyways, you know, thing sucks. You know, huge L, right? Ankylodon. You probably don't want to work on that one. Eupocephalus, you do make Amargacephalus, and then which makes Trigodysis, which it's really mediocre at the moment, and the meta screws it over so bad, so it's not that great a meta, but then again, it's not that terrible of a dino either. But Eupocephalus, not the hardest to get, so you're either going to go for Brontotherium or Skullsaurus here. Skullsaurus makes Colosuchus, which Skullsaurus is an event exclusive dino, so outside of events you can't really get any of these, so there might be an argument to get it. But on the flip side, the hybrid Skullsaurus is terrible. it's really bad. So I mean, if you know, just want to create it, then, you know, go for some attempts, get enough to create it. I wouldn't recommend anyone leveling it up, putting it on their team or whatever, so yeah, don't go that route. Brontotherium is actually pretty good. Brontotherium plus Elasmotherium, which we also get in this week, makes Brontolasmus, which is, you know, that's a high tier, very high tier dino in the game, right? So for the commons, you probably want to go for that. Maybe some Skullosauruses if you just need to create you know, Skulosaurus, so there's that. And then from Wednesday to Friday, you got 18 attempts on 3 rares, Ankylodon. Oh, there it is, the name, Ankylodon. And then, so there's only 1 L in there. Ankylodon and Elasmotherium plus Nodosaurus. So these 3, again, Ankylodon, kind of terrible. Nodosaurus, you do have quite a few hybrids there that you could eventually, you know, hybrid into. You got Stegod, Gigaspica, and Notopatatitan. All 3 which are kind of bad at the moment. So I wouldn't advise going for that, or, you know, Nodosaurus either. And Nodosaurus is extremely common in the wild anyway. So Elasmotherium is a no-brainer here. Makes Brontolasmus, which again, really great dino, and you know, it's still an epic hybrid. It's not a super hybrid, so it could still get a hybrid in the future. So if it ever gets a hybrid in the future, it might be pretty good. So, you know, probably want to stack up on some Elasmotherium DNA. Also, not the easiest thing to get DNA up, since it's a daily migration dino, unless you got a bunch from last pack before they nerfed the spawn rates for those. So anyways, Saturday and Sunday got 9 attempts on 3 epics. So this is the tough one. This is a tough one. Amargacephalus is fodder. Don't even think about that. Do not. If you watch my videos, don't embarrass me and go for Amargacephalus, okay? Because Anky and CARBONEMEYS over here are top tier epics to have in the game for hybrids. Anky that eventually makes Dio and Trico, both of which are, you know, complete S tier dinos in the game. And then you also have CARBONEMEYS, which makes Smilemeys, and also you know, the Carboceratops thing, which isn't terrible, but if you got CARBONEMEYS DNA, you better spend it on Smilemeys instead. Smilemeys is fantastic. I would say it's better than both Dio and Trico, but you know, the other problem is with CARBONEMEYS or Smilemeys is the dino just came out, so a lot of folks might not have enough CARBONEMEYS DNA to either 1, create it, or B, level it up to team level to actually make use of it. So in practical terms, unless you got a lot of CARBONEMEYS to go around, but in practical terms, Anky might be slightly better, and also Packy is his arena bound, right? Which you need that to create Smilemeys. Smilodon, Packy, and the CARBONEMEYS. Well, that's actually one of the hardest to create dinos in the game. One of, not the hardest, but you know, one of the hardest. And I mean, Anki just has, you know, I would imagine more people are closer to Trico/Dio, or, you know, already have Trico/Dio on their team, or they're working on it to get them up close to team level, which would be more useful utility-wise. But then again, you know, either of these two are great. Just depends on what you're going for on your team personally. So these two, all really good options. So anyways, let's go on to the strike event schedule. So we got counterattack for strike events. On Monday, we got a 1-step small common, 5-step large common, 1-step sense strike. On Tuesday, it's a 1-step standard common, or not sense strike, 1-step rare strike, and then a themed sense strike. Again, I don't know what the heck that is. The image is, you know, it's not that great in terms of determining what it is. I don't know. Looks like a fish, but you know, we don't have fish in the game. It looks like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a Monolophosaurus, so it's maybe their family. I don't know. Could be one of those. And then you got a coin chase. Wednesday, you got a 1-step small common, 1-step health strike, stat boost. And then Thursday, you got a 3-step standard common, 1-step sense strike, and then another, you know, treasure chase. And then Friday, 1-step standard common, 1-step Thylocotator themed epic strike. That's pretty cool. Thylocotator is obviously a really, really great dino in the game, hybrid. And then Saturday, you got a 3-step standard strike or standard common, 5-step large common, and then a 5-step rare, another treasure chase. And then Sunday ended off with a 1-step common strike and then 3-step counter-themed epic strike. So that's the strike schedule for next week as well. So next week's pretty eventful for the most part, so that's gonna be fun. Let me know what you guys think about the schedule, or not next week, this week, literally this week. Again, we got a revamp for the armor, which I don't know. We do have less attempts for this new armor week, but we also, you know, we got CARBONEMEYS in here, so let me know what you guys are, or you guys' thoughts are on this, the new armored week, and, you know, counter stuff, strike stuff, if you really care. And like if you enjoyed this video, if you like this week's events, subscribe to a new channel for some more Pokemon. That's the other game I'm covering, Pokemon Masters. This is what happens when you cover too much games on your YouTube channel. Okay, for some more Jurassic World Alive content, the hybrid contest results are coming out tomorrow, so that's fun. And I'll see you guys in the next one.